So we're going to have a beer this morning or what?
A couple of blokes, couple of beers podcast without a beer would be almost fraudulent.
The only reason I ask is because it's 9 a.m.
Yeah, I might have a Long Island iced tea.
Really?
Without the Long Island.
What's that?
I'll just have the tea.
What's the tomato juice one that's good for hangovers?
Bloody Mary.
Do people still have Bloody Marys or not?
Oh, no, they're still big. They're still big. We used to have Bloody Mary shots.
Bloody Mary shots?
Yeah, you just have it in a test tube. Just boom, straight down for breakfast.
Why would you have it in a test tube? Why wouldn't you have it in like a shot glass?
I don't know. I just think it was the appearance of it. Yeah, it made you look good. Everyone was tubing up back then.
What were we putting in those tubes? Was it illusion shakers?
Illusion shakers were good. Illusion shakers were very, very good in the early days.
Can you just do an estimate for me? How many illusion shakers do you reckon you would have had in the 90s?
500.
Yeah, I was going to say 1,000.
You know you're old when you walk into a bar and order an illusion shaker.
Doesn't happen anymore, does it?
No.
What are they drinking? What are the kids drinking these days?
Oh, they're drinking those Fireball shots.
Are they?
The Fireballs. And I think tequila's making a big comeback. Different flavoured tequilas.
Do you know what they're also doing? They're also having prees before they go out.
Oh, of course they have
because
prees.
drinks are too expensive at clubs.
Yep. Prees all the time.
Well, that makes sense.
My son was having prees at my house the other night. He goes, because he always rocks up, he goes, Dad, do you mind if me and Alex and Billy and Alice and all that come over and have some prees? I said, no worries. He goes, how's the fridge looking?
It's up to you to fill the fridge.
Yeah. So I said, there's a few in there. He goes, how many? I said, there's enough for you. Now, so what I do is I fill it up with Coopers.
Yeah.
Because I know he won't drink it.
Yeah.
Because they're drinking Northerns or Dries and they like the lolly water. So
yeah,
they like
me.
So they like the Bilsons.
Oh.
The Bilsons are stuff from Beechworth. And you can get fairy floss or you can get strawberries and cream and it's vodka.
Hang on, we're talking about beer or what are we talking about?
No, Bilsons is like a RTD.
Oh, okay.
So like a
UDL.
Yeah, very much like a UDL. So
green can works best in the UDL.
So I never, ever fill it up with that because I know they're going to smash it. So I just buy stuff that they're not going to drink unless they're really desperate.
Just on the prees, when I went to America, I was 18 years old and I got over there and they were having some prees, but they didn't call them prees. So I've gone to someone's house to have a drink before we go out and they go, you want a popper?
A popper?
A popper. So I'm thinking to myself.
You're thinking gear.
They're popping pills.
Yeah,
and
that's what I would have thought.
Mate, I'd hardly had a drink at that stage when I'd got over there.
Yeah.
Hardly had a drink. But then they showed me what a popper was. And they had this stuff in a shot glass and they would bang the shot glass down on the ground on the table and it would fizz up. And what it was Sprite and tequila.
Oh, really?
So they just put a little bit of tequila, a little bit of Sprite, pop on the table, and then it would just go down as foam, basically.
Oh, God.
And let me tell you.
Good?
Good.
Oh. One of them with lemonade in it, you're all over.
Yeah.
You love it. Yeah.
And then they were playing that beer, the pong gong.
Beer pong.
Yeah, whatever that was.
Yeah.
That was a good game too.
Oh, we just used to call it drinks. We'll go to our house, we'll have a few drinks at my joint, and then we'll go into town.
Yeah, okay.
But it's all prees now.
Yeah.
The kids have changed.
One of my daughters, Cheyenne, went to Arizona State when she was at uni.
Yes.
And she only told us this when she got back after her 6 or 7 months there. She got arrested on the second day she was there because they had a dorm party where they're all drinking and all the overseas students, they're all like 18, right? 18, 19. Because in America, drinking age, 21. And she had to go to court and she had to get like a mugshot taken, everything. It's
really?
Yeah. Hilarious story now. At the time, not so funny.
You had a mugshot taken, didn't you?
Yeah. I was put in jail overnight before the school year had even started.
For drink driving?
Well...
No, for driving up the wrong way.
I got done for driving on the wrong side of the road. And, of course...
Well, that could happen.
I had my licence for 4 days before I went to America. I got over there and I'm driving the stick on the wrong side of the road.
Oh.
So, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I was confused and went down the wrong side of the road and the police saw me and I thought, here's my chance to give this. Anyway, they got me in the end, put me in jail.
Have you got your mugshot?
Oh, geez.
Have you got it?
Imagine if you could look. It's Lubbock City Police, Lubbock, Texas Police.
We could get it. Imagine we got it.
I love that.
And you would look good too.
Yeah, if we're ever going to have some merch like Donald Trump,
so good.
We could match Trumpy.
Can we try and do you reckon you could get Steve from
Surely we can
from
look
Texas
it up.
Tech?
Look up, go and Google Mark Allen mugshot, Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, how do you spell Lubbock?
Lubbock, L-U-B-B-O-C-K.
I'm doing it now. Hang on, how do you spell it?
L-U-B-B-O-C-K.
A-C-K.
Make sure you get Allen right, because you don't want to get the wrong Allen.
The way I remember it,
I wouldn't call it a mugshot.
It was pretty much just a passport photo. I did, who was the crazy guy?
Oh, Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte, the greatest mugshot
what is ever
in the history
the best
of
ever
mugshots.
It looked like Nick Nolte had just been put in his washing machine, came out blind.
Have you got me?
Nothing good comes up. Something comes up. I'm not going to even say what it is.
Oh, really?
No, it's not you though.
It's not me.
I certainly hope not.
Okay, just for your own fun, look up Nick Nolte mugshot.
Still the greatest one ever.
Well, if you haven't seen it, get on our socials. We will post the Nick Nolte mugshot because it's the greatest ever.
But isn't the Nick Nolte mugshot too also, wasn't he wearing a Hawaiian shirt? I'm pretty sure he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Yes.
So good.
So good.
He'd had a big 4 years. Not 4 hours or 4 days.
There's some pretty good mugshots. What about the Hugh Grant one?
Hugh Grant. What was the name? Something divine. Someone.
Yeah,
something divine. That he got rolled.
Yeah. What was her name?
God, it was something divine. It was something divine. Go on, just click on it, and it'll come up who that was.
Divine Brown.
Divine Brown.
So he was going out with
Liz
Hurley when that took place. Now, I don't know about you, but Liz Hurley is very close to my all-time favourite for everything. And everything includes voice.
Divine Brown, it was similar to Campbell Brown. Like seriously.
That's exactly right.
Like seriously. And we love Campbell. And Campbell's actually good looking, but Divine Brown, she had some issues going on. She was a lady of the night.
Yeah, I know the story.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ox. I am aware of the story.
I'm just filling you in. You're a bit younger than us, dude.
No,
so I'm just trying to keep it all up.
Just trying to help out.
What do you mean voice? Has Liz Hurley got like the
most beautiful
Are you joking?
voice?
She's got an amazing voice.
I don't think I've ever heard her talk. Maybe I have.
What? Haven't you seen Austin Powers?
In Austin Powers.
Oh, yeah, seen Austin
Her
Powers.
voice in Austin Powers. And some of the...
What about the coconuts?
Some of the lines that she had in Austin Powers.
The coconuts too when she's walking. And he's got...
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
So
me.
good.
You were talking about illusion shakers before. What are some of those drinks that are around when we were younger that aren't here anymore? I was thinking, what about West Coast coolers? Are they still around?
Yeah, no,
they're
they're
still
good.
around.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. West Coast coolers. Yes,
Tropicana was the one that
they
I kind of understood as a young kid in a cask.
Yeah.
Was
Kahlua, is that still around?
Kahlua.
Hang on a minute.
Police, one of the great dessert.
One of the great
Sensational.
in-betweeners of all time are Kahlua milk.
That's right. In-betweeners or keep you going.
Yeah, when you're in trouble, the Kahlua will get you out.
That's it.
Passion Pop.
Passion Pop.
I don't know about Passion
It was
Pop.
like $2 a bottle.
No.
It's the worst
What
thing
about
ever.
some of the names
Southern Comfort.
for the shots in nightclubs?
Yeah,
For instance,
B52.
a cock-sucking cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember you'd be at the bar and
Two
there'd be
cocksucker sinks.
There'd be a young lady next to you,
Yeah.
and she would look at the bartender with a straight face and say, 2 cock-sucking cowboys, please.
Yeah.
You just look over and go, what?
Yeah, there you go.
Just
My
incredible.
favourite was Squash Frog.
Squash Frog.
Did you ever have Squash
that.
Frogs?
I don't know that one.
So they had the green and the red Caracao, and it looked like when you put it in there, it looked like a squash frog because it was green red, which were magnificent.
I forgot about Caracao.
What about? Did you like the aniseed? So the
didn't mind.
So the
Yeah, I know what you're talking
what
about.
were they called?
Oh, they were good.
Starts with Z.
A Zambuga?
Zambugas.
Yeah, there we go.
Love Zambuga.
What about, remember that pub on Chapel Street? Sorry for anyone
Frostbites?
who's not in Victoria.
Black Prince.
It used to be the Black
Imperial.
Prince pub.
Oh, yeah.
And then it turned into, you just said it, Frostbites.
No, it was across the road. Frosties is across the road.
And there was
The slushy
Slurpees.
machines.
There was 15 slushy machines, and you could take your pick, and it would just come back as a Slurpee
And they'd be
full of alcohol.
Full of vodka.
My God, what a joint that was.
Vodka or rum.
It didn't last long, that joint.
Yeah. I don't know why. Frostbites was an institution.
What was the pub it was called? Because
Was it the Imperial? No, it wasn't the
it
Imperial.
was something like it was a southern state's name. It was, where do they have the Mardi Gras down south, and you get all the the chains around you.
Oh, the Hellfire Club.
In America?
Yeah.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans. It was too.
It was called New Orleans.
It was.
It was called New Orleans.
I said the Hellfire Club.
Can I tell you this?
You been there?
No, I've got a story coming out of New Orleans at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
So I've come out at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Bourbon Street?
No. Chapel Street, Victoria.
Oh, you said New Orleans?
Yeah, this is what the pub used to be called.
Oh, right.
Frostbites.
So I've come out of there. About 3 weeks beforehand, I've been told that I am exempt all the way through to the last stage of the US tour school. It's the golden ticket.
Unbelievable.
The golden ticket. So I've gone out to celebrate. This bloke pulls up in this little 2-door sports car and we're going to the next pub, right? So Schroeder is sitting in the front seat. So I decide to sit on Schroeder so we can all get there and not split a cab. So as I'm getting in the car to sit on Schroeder, I've had my hand on the top of the car to ease down lightly. While I've done that, he slammed the door shut.
Oh, no.
So 3 weeks out of the biggest tournament of my life, I am screaming in pain. Now, somehow that door was loose and I didn't have a broken hand, but that is my last memory of that New Orleans pub. Just stupid things you do. That's another. We've got to do it another episode one day.
The stupid
The
things.
stupidest stuff that you have done. In fact, why don't we just turn this into it? I reckon. Let's go. Let's scrap the rundown.
Stupid things.
The stupidest thing you did when you were a kid.
The stupidest thing I can remember doing, I was on the BMX track on my Bumblebee bike, and I didn't like my Bumblebee. And you know when you ride your pushy, you try everything.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried crossing your hands and steering?
No.
All right.
No. That would be difficult. That would be very strange.
It's difficult but stupid.
Yes, it is.
Because you go one way with the hand and you just crash. So I thought, I'm going to do it on the BMX track whilst going over a jump.
Clever.
Why not?
Oh, wow.
Oh, mate.
What could go wrong?
That would have elevated you into Bumblebee immortality.
To be fair to say, I ended up at the doctor's. I had one whole side of my face scraped off.
Are you joking?
No, lost a toenail off the top. My elbows were gone.
Yeah.
Like, just stupid. When I think of it, I still look back at it now and I go, what the was I thinking?
Yeah.
Like, what was I thinking? Don't ever cross your arms whilst trying to ride a BMX over a jump when you've never done it before. On a Bumblebee, which was a shit bike. Stupid things.
So I was a designated driver one night, and this is before they redid all of the Albert Park region. Before it was ovals and stuff.
So clearly you're at the carousel.
So I'm going to the carousel. I'm on the way to the carousel. I've got a brand new Nissan.
Yep.
And they were looking after me, Nissan, and I've just picked it up. So that's why
you had some deals going.
Oh, Jack, golf is a joke.
Unbelievable.
Golf's a joke.
I should have taken it up.
If you played half decent, you were getting checks in the mail. You didn't even know where they were coming from.
Royalties.
It was just a joke.
Unbelievable.
It was just a joke. Anyway, someone at Nissan thought it'd be a good idea to give me a car just to drive around, and I got a petrol card as well. It was just
you got a petrol card as well?
Card and a car. It was just so stupid.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, because I've got the new car, I want to show off to all my mates. So I've gone, yeah, I'll drive. No worries. Anyway, so I've had 2 beers, right? And of course, you know what I'm like after 2 beers.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going from the Middle Park Hotel to the carousel,
which is literally a kilometre.
Which isn't far. I've got 6 people in the car.
Of course you do.
And I've just gone past this dirt car park.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, now it's time to show off.
It's time to do some dirt.
It is time to give these kids
So what is it? It's a Nissan what?
It's a 2-door, very quick car. Right?
With 6 people in the back.
6 people.
And how old were you?
21. Right, 21. So in I go to the car park.
How was your donut? How was your donut ability back then?
This car park had something special. It had a big tree right in the middle.
Oh no!
So of course, if you're doing donuts,
you're going around it.
You're going around this tree, right? So I'm just going crazy, right? I reckon I've done 15 donuts around this tree, and then I've finished one donut, and woo!
Oh no, coppers!
Right, the cops.
Oh no! And you got 6 in the car.
I got 6 in the car. I'm gone. The only thing that was saving me is I only had 2 beers, right?
Yeah.
So the cop comes up. I have to wind down the window. Hello, officer. And he goes, how many in the car? And I said, 5 others. He goes, so 6? I said, yes, 6. He goes, give us your licence, son. I gave him my licence and I had been playing well. And he goes, the golfer? I said, yeah. He goes, what are you doing, mate?
Oh, you got off
What are you doing? Give me your keys. You can pick him up tomorrow morning at the police station. So this is back in the old days. So I just gave him the keys. We all got out sheepishly of this car and just walked across to the carousel.
Oh, my God.
No case to answer.
Wow.
How stupid. Like, that is the stupidest thing. The things you do when you're kids, it's outrageous. Now, that's you and me. I'd love to hear from our listeners.
Yeah.
This is open. We could have a bonus pod of our listeners.
Stupid stuff.
Stupid stuff that you have done when you were a kid.
I'll tell you a little story. So there's a place called Woolshed Falls, which is near Beechworth.
Yeah.
And Woolshed Falls is renowned because it's a gorge that runs into these falls, and it's a deep pool at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I mean deep. Like it'd have to be probably 20 or 30 metres deep, like really deep.
Yeah.
But they've also got cliffs you can jump off. And famously or infamously, there's been a lot of deaths because you've got to, when you jump off the big cliff, you've got to jump out. So, and I jumped it off a heap of times.
What about if you slipped?
Yeah, well, you've got to jump out. You've got to clear about 2 metres outwards.
7 feet.
No,
Wow.
No, 7 metres. So 7 metres up.
But you've got to clear
You
a
gotta
little
clear,
ledge.
You've got to clear a ledge, which you can jump off that ledge as well. Which is so. Anyway,
God.
but infamously, people have died. So they'd hit the ledge, and there's a couple of boys named Van Akens that passed away. Anyway, so I go there and jump off, and stupid me had my shorts on, had the keys in my pocket for the car. Keys to the bottom of the thing.
Oh, no.
So that's stupid, right? That's stupid, but not stupid. The stupidest part about this story.
There's more.
So Eggy, my mate, decides to jump off. He goes, well, I'm not falling for that. I'm taking my pants off. I'm going to jump in nude.
Clever.
Now, in theory, it's a clever idea. When you're jumping off 7 metres and you're jumping nude.
Oh, no.
To this day. Now, this happened when I was 22, so I'm now nearly 51.
Was it a
I'm
cold
51.
day? Just
no,
asking.
it was a nice day. It was middle of summer.
Okay.
But the water's always cold because it's running through the gorge. Eggy jumped off, and he's cracked today, his bum.
Yeah.
He's still not right. Water
30
went up.
years later.
Water went up, and half blew his bum. half blew his bum. And still to this day, he talks about his bum still not 100% right from doing that.
Oh, I thought it was going to be something about the plums for sure. I thought there was going to be plum bruising.
Water straight up his bum.
Like when you just got back.
Like a colonic, like a forced colonic, like you wouldn't believe.
So what happened when he came up?
Oh no, he was in pain, and we knew, so we actually got some ice.
Hang on, did you
iced
know,
down his bum?
You wouldn't have known that water had gone up his bum because
No.
that's the last thing I would have thought
No, he was
of.
screaming because it also split it. So he
Split his bum?
Split his bum as well. Like it was a big one. You think about
Was he
jumping
doing
off.
like a bomb or something? Was
Well, he must have opened his legs at the wrong time and water's gone straight up. And that was because I jumped in and lost the keys. Now, we had a HQ Kingswood or something. I can't even remember what a car it was. But we thought, how are we going to start it? But we had Siggo there, and Siggo's a bit of a tools man. So he got the pliers.
God.
He got these pliers out, and thankfully he got inside the steering column, you know where they stay, and hot-wired the car, and we're able to get out of there. It was just the most amazing story. Lost the keys, broke into the car, hot-wired the car, and Iggy ended up with a sore ass.
Jeez.
Just unbelievable.
Stupid things you do.
Oh, please, folks, get in touch with our socials. We could have a special on our hands here.
Oh, we could.
Dan, you would have had a lot of these experiences because you're a bit of a rugged type.
I was thinking when you're talking about were you laughing when you said that?
No, I was serious.
Oh, right.
Very rugged.
No, I was laughing.
I was I was thinking when you talk about jumping off into the water. When I was a kid, we used to go to a whole bunch of us, all my mates. So we used to go to halfway up to this place called Mount Kembla in Wollongong, which is a little village. Mount Kembla Village, it's called. It's beautiful. Yeah. But you kind of drive through. It's just sort of almost rural.
Is that near
area
Kembla Grange?
No, no. That's a racetrack. This racetrack, a little further
So
south.
those me a bit, Kembler.
A little further south. But you're right up there. And there's halfway up, there's a water hole, a beautiful swimming water hole. And over the water hole is a railway track. And we would walk out on the railway track to jump into the water hole. Right. Totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's kind of safe. But if a train was coming, you had to jump. And you could hear you could feel the train in the tracks before you'd hear it.
Yeah.
And so if you felt the train track starting to vibrate a little, you knew you had about maybe 3 minutes to jump before you had to jump into the water. And I think about that now. I think if my kids did anything like that, I would kill them. I would say, what are you talking about? But when I was a kid, it's like, whatever. It's like riding skateboards with a helmet. It's like riding down hills on bikes with a helmet. All that sort of stuff.
Just that reminds me, Salesian College in Sunbury, they got a train line that runs right past, which goes up to Bendigo and so forth. I remember I was walking on the train tracks one day and
Why were you walking on the train tracks for?
I was just going probably from school to Sunbury. But I used to love throwing rocks. Like if there's a sign there, I'd hit the sign.
I bet you were good too.
I was actually all right. I can't throw now. I got the custard arm now where the shoulder feels like. Yeah. But I remember throwing a rock at the wire at the top of the train line, and I hit it, and it broke.
Broke the
wire. The wire just popped.
The electricity wire?
Yeah, it went like this.
Oh my God!
And I'm thinking, like, this is the stupid things you do as a kid. But for no reason, I just thought, I'll have a shot at it. Yeah. It's like my son. I got a phone call off the school from my son, and they said, Cooper's in a bit of trouble. I said, why? And he said, he's hurt an animal. I said, what? What's happened? He was on a camp down at Lakes Entrance with the school. He bloody picked up an apple, a half-used apple, and threw it towards the seagulls.
Right.
And he hit the seagull and killed it.
He killed a seagull.
Killed a seagull
with an apple core.
With an apple core. And I've seen Coops throw. He can't throw. Like
really?
The worst. Anyway, he got set. He got the tensions. He said, "Dad, I was just throwing the apple core over there because I thought they'd eat it." He goes, "I've hit this
right in the sweet spot.
In the sweet spot and killed him." The conversation you got to have with your kid about that, Cooper, that is just downright. I can't believe you've done it. And I'm thinking, crikey, how unlucky is that? How unlucky is that?
Just one more. Just talking about seagulls. This wasn't me. This is my brother Pete. Pete used to love going fishing. So he's wishing one off. Yeah. Right.
Oh, no.
He's wheeling it back in. And something happened with the reel and he couldn't get it. He couldn't get it all the way back in. So, of course, he had to walk a long way back to get up. And then he's whipped it back. Anyway, the bait's still on it. And a seagull went quick.
Oh, no.
And gobbled it up. And my little brother had a live kite for about... He had a live kite for about half an hour. And the reel was stuck.
Oh, he couldn't get it
so
in.
He didn't know. No one knew what to do.
Cut the line.
So they ended up having... Well, that's what they were going to do. But they couldn't cut the line and have this seagull flying around with 20 metres slack, you know. So they had to drag it in close. They dragged it in by hand and then chopped it. And he still had about 6 foot. That poor seagull.
No, he would have spat it out. It was
mate, there was a hook.
Yeah, no, he was spat it out for sure.
I hope so.
He used his hands and just pulled it out.
Anyway, the problem is you now have a potential serial killer on your hands because hurting animals.
No, it knocked him round. It really. He goes, Dad, I didn't even mean it. I said, well, you just got to watch it, and
All right. Once again, folks, get in touch with our socials. The stupid stuff you did when you were a kid. We've got a voice message coming up next and some feedback that I think you need to hear.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're having a couple of beers with a couple of blokes. This is Ox and Marko. We'd love you to subscribe and rate us when you get a chance.
You right over there?
Yep.
Look at you.
I'm just texting away. Texting my son.
Neggy?
No, texting my son about bloody apple cores.
Oh, okay.
And be careful with those seagulls.
Can we get Eggy on one day to talk about what he did and his bum, just to check up on his bum?
He's in Thailand at the moment.
Oh,
he's
really?
in Thailand.
What's he doing?
Playing table tennis or something. Who knows what he's doing over there? No, he's over there on a work. No, he's actually over there on a work conference, air conditioning work conference.
Would colonics help him out with his issue?
I don't know. I think it's more. I think a lot of it's mental. I think a lot of it's still mental.
Scarring, is there?
Mental scarring. Mental scarring.
Goodness me. Hey, was that the message time?
It was.
It was. We got a message.
We have a voicemail, yeah.
You have one new voicemail. New message.
G'day, Ox and Marko. Gav from Bacchus Marsh here with a civil selfishness suggestion for you guys. How about when you're on a train, just mind your own business, enjoying whatever you can. Yeah. Next thing, somebody gets on and they've got a pile of smelly food that they're gorging themselves on, just stinking the whole train out. Really, what's that all about? I think that's terrible behaviour. What do you think?
I'm with you, Gav. The only thing you should be able to eat on a train is a Kit Kat. That's it.
So
nothing else.
So a tin of tuna?
No way.
Tuna salad? No.
No soup.
Fish and chips?
No way. Because that smell of fish and chips. How often do you get fish and chips on a Sunday night? You get in the car the next day. And that stink is still in there. So fish and chips, no way. Kit Kat, an apple. I'll tick it off. An apple.
So what about chips?
Yeah, as long as they're not hot chips.
Yeah, but it's also the noise really annoys me when people are eating chips. It's like having chips in. See, I don't know why they sell chips at all for picture theatres, like Twisties and that.
Very noisy. That's right.
Yeah.
And in fact, if they do, see, this is a business idea for Village.
Okay.
Right? Now, Village need to listen to the consumer.
Listen.
So, packet of Twisties.
Yep.
They give you a bowl. Put the Twisties into a bowl, into a paper bowl.
Yeah.
So then you're eating your Twisties and you're not going.
That's right. Or even the popcorn, the box.
Yeah.
That can be multi-used. You
can do Twisties. Yeah.
Chips. Ice cream.
No, but anything with a wrapping should be unwrapped.
I remember going to see that movie, A Quiet Place, at the cinemas. And there's no, if you remember that, have you seen that movie?
No.
There's no talking for the first probably, 35 minutes.
A shit movie.
And no, it's a great movie. It's a great
It's like
movie.
a Vita.
It's called A Quiet Place.
If you guys haven't seen A Quiet
No,
Place?
it's like a Vita. I went to a Vita
God,
and they sung for the whole show.
What the hell were you doing going to a Vita?
I don't know. It was a moment of weakness.
You didn't realise they were singing in the Vita?
No, I think I was holding hands with someone. I thought, that'd be a good idea. Don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Anyway, they sung. All I wanted to hear was a bit of dialogue, and there was none of it.
None.
No, who would have thought?
It was a musical.
Yeah, okay.
So, A Quiet Place, no talking for the first 30, 40 minutes.
Well, that's stupid.
And all you can hear is people trying to be really quiet with chip packets and popcorn stuff.
Is that worse than people taking off their shoes in the cinema?
You can't do
That's
that.
as civil, selfish as it gets.
That's the worst, isn't it?
Especially if they've been working all day.
Oh,
and
some
they got
people's
stinking
feet are horrible.
Or, you know what they do? There's a little crack between the chairs.
They put their feet in there.
And they put their feet in the V. You should be allowed to grab a toe and break it.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Or a chopstick.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
you. Get your keys and just go boom, right into them.
Hey, I'm just on civil selfishness.
Yeah, that was Gav from Bacchus Marsh.
Now, do you know about Bacchus Marsh?
I know, it's a very good town, and their greens on the golf course are very fast.
So you know rhyming slang, right?
Yeah, of course I do.
If you've got
I've worked with you for the last 15
You're
years.
the
You're
king
the king
of
of
rhyming
it.
slang.
Okay, so if you've got a Ballarat, you've got...
Okay.
Okay, so you know what that is, right?
A Ballarat?
Yeah.
Don't explain.
Okay.
No. What's a Ballarat?
Oh, my God. We will lose our podcast
I still don't
license.
know.
No. A Ballarat is when
Oh, my God.
when you're pretty excited as a male.
Oh,
All
gotcha.
right, okay.
Gotcha.
But if you're only half excited, it's a Bacchus Marsh.
Hang on.
Did you not know this?
What is it? Oh, because you're halfway to Ballarat?
Because Bacchus Marsh
That's so
is
good.
geographically halfway between Melbourne and Ballarat. So if you're half excited, I've got a Bacchus Marsh.
You realise we could lose our podcast license.
No, that's if you live in Bacchus, that's something you can hang your hat on.
How come I've never heard that in my
I don't
entire
know.
life?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Very good. Hey, I've got a civil selfishness while
Have
we're
you?
rolling.
Oh.
And I'm going to go crook at our people here at Assembled Media and the Assembled Group.
Ooh, this isn't the
Can they
low
hear me?
alcohol beer, is it?
No, well, that was last time. That was a disgrace. Have we sacked that person?
You know you're getting old when you're having a crack at your own business. You're having a crack at anything you can have a crack at.
Hey, that person who bought the zero alcohol beer doesn't work here anymore.
No.
I can assure you of that.
Nor should they.
I can assure you of that.
They've gone on to bigger things.
Anyway, so I rock up this morning.
Yeah.
And because we're all here, it's my job to make a couple of coffees. And I'm a team player and I make a good coffee, so I'm happy to do it.
Plus, you're the coffee boy.
Will you please stop? So I get here and we've got this beautiful, magnificent, modern Breville coffee machine.
It's a ripper.
It is a beauty, fully automated, the whole lot. It was a filthy, stinking mess. Now, I want to ask you this. What sort of a human being makes themselves a coffee in an office where there's 100 people and doesn't clean it up? And I'll give you the answer. The most selfish prick in Australia. You just can't do that.
Was it Luke or was it Zach?
I reckon it was Zach.
Zach.
I reckon it was Zach because
That'd be
he is a selfish
It wouldn't have been
human
AJ.
being.
AJ's too good. She's
AJ's
clean.
very clean.
Sam's clean.
Sam's clean.
Lockie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dino's good.
Dino's
and
okay.
I'll tell you what, Dino makes a world-class coffee.
Does he? Well, he's
But-
Italian.
I'm the sort of bloke, I'll be at the copy machine today and I'm going to make a very harsh sign. And I'm going to set up the CCTV. I'm going all the way.
Ladies and gents, you've got to understand one thing about Marko. He folds his hankies. There is no neater person. I don't think I've ever come across a person in my life that is more neat or more diligent about their appearance and their surroundings than you.
I'm glad you mentioned the folding because I was never going to say it, but when I did see a couple of tea towels in the kitchen that were unfolded.
I was watching you do it before.
And that's, we can be better, folks. Let's just fold things up.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Are you one of those people, because this could be a Can We Still Be Friends, are you one of those people who sends out or would send out an all-staff email on keeping the kitchen tidy?
I would be, but they never give me the all-staff email capacity to send something out. Otherwise, I'd probably send 3 a day.
Could we actually instill that to you? Is that the right word?
Yeah. Give me the rights to the all-staff email. Please.
Like in Suits, it was...
Who was it?
Well, it wasn't Harvey. It was it was his... what's his heir apparent in... have you watched Suits?
No,
at all?
I've never watched it,
Suits.
but I've been told it's the greatest ever.
Yeah.
It's no quiet place, but,
No, they talk. They talk, which is important. No, but you need that role of where you take control of one part of the business.
Yeah.
The appearance of this, it is very good, but I know what you're talking about. You've got the attention to detail for the little things that are sticking out of place.
Well, I just worry that somebody important will wander in here one day and look at our dishevelled kitchen and go, I'm not. What am I doing here?
No.
These people obviously don't care about their own joint.
No, they don't.
They're not going to care about their work if they don't care about their own kitchen.
Hey, can I just give you a little business idea? And it's not my idea. I actually saw it, and it's to do with your industry.
You've plagiarised another idea. There's no limits to your plagiarism.
I think it's illegal in golf.
Oh.
But in social golf, it's not.
What is it?
I saw the greatest ever invention ever for on the greens.
What?
It is a golf ball marker that has a level in it.
So this is good.
So you put the marker down, and depending
sits
upon
flat?
So you sit it flat, and it'll
It's
show
a little
you
bubble.
No, it's not a bubble. It actually the liquid goes to wherever with the slope of the green.
Oh, how good!
Goes to the slope of the green. Now think about it.
No, that is
So
sensational.
sometimes you're on a green and you think you're putting down, but you're actually flat,
that's right.
or you're putting uphill.
That's right.
It shows you.
It's like a spirit level.
It's like a spirit level, but a 360. So not only does it show you if it's going down, it goes if it's going across a bit too.
Mate, that is sensational.
It is amazing. They're illegal in tournaments, but you can use it as social.
Yeah. That's something Al Shervick would have used in Caddyshack. Remember he brought out that putter?
Yeah.
And it had the telescope and Albert Einstein made it? Yeah.
We're going to have to get...
Smart guy.
An
Smart
ox
guy. Made a
level.
fortune in physics.
We're going to get an ox level.
Such a good
Or
movie.
an
The ox level.
An ox ball marker level.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, the Oxlet, you're going to call it that?
Well, we should.
Name.
Well, we should.
Good
We're
name.
definitely...
or the Marko
Very
marker.
good.
The Marko marker. We're going to make a fortune.
Actually, let's just call it the Marko.
Just called the Marko.
Because you're Marko, yeah.
There you go, the Marko.
And it's got the spirit level in it.
Mate, we're flying here.
Hang on. Before we move on to
Write that
feedback,
down.
Ox, slogan for the Marko.
Yes.
Question without notice. What a slogan.
Good on all levels.
How good are you? How good are you? Hey, want some feedback, boys?
Yes.
Oh, I'll if it's good.
Someone, as part of this feedback, might get a whack.
Oh,
I'm
bad
not going
luck,
to say who it is.
Bad luck.
Yeah, like,
So last week, or actually it was a couple of weeks ago now, you guys were talking about, we did a poll on Sunny Boys versus Raz versus Glug.
yeah.
Now, for those that don't know, Glug's the Coke.
Yeah.
Raz is the red.
Raspberry.
Yeah, and Sunny Boy was the traditional orange.
And you guys were very hot on
Glug.
Glug.
And I was, and I'd never heard of it. And I was on Team Sunny Boy.
Yep.
This one from Wayne. I had to vote Glug because Zap Lime wasn't an option.
Zap Lime.
Don't know what that is.
Never heard of Zap Lime.
No.
Is
that a green Sunny
Yeah, it might have
Boy?
been. But did they have territorial difference in flavours or
They
something?
must have.
I reckon they did because I grew up in New South Wales. Sunny
hadn't heard
Boy's
of Glug?
huge.
Yeah.
Never heard of Glug.
What about the lime one?
Never heard of it.
I hadn't heard a lime one.
No. There was only 3 flavours.
Yeah, there's that lime.
And what would support that even more is this one from Brian, who said none of those are in WA. This was our go-to, and it's a photo of something called Freezer.
Yeah.
So it's different again.
That would support your theory.
Yeah, so regionally they're a bit different, probably owned by
Okay.
the same company.
Yeah, maybe.
Was that part of the Allen's fortune?
No,
the
it
Sunny
wasn't.
Boy?
No, it wasn't. We tried to take over there at one
Yeah.
stage, but we didn't quite get it.
Might be a Streets or a Peters or something would be the... We'll find that out, actually, who owned the Sunny Boy.
Well, I don't think it had enough marketing dollars because they all went into strawberries and cream.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did take their elite at town one year.
Oh, you got Darryl?
Yeah, we completely screwed them. Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Allen's big business and ruthless.
Grandpa was ruthless, mate.
Ruthless.
Ruthless.
He really was. Mark Andrews said Razzes when they went nice and soft in the middle.
I love that.
yeah,
I loved it when they were soft in the middle.
That was the Slurpee before a Slurpee ever arrived.
Yeah, the problem is with Sunny Boy. Oh, the best thing about Sunny Boys too, when you open them up, they had the free one inside. If you had the coloured writing
Yeah.
on the
I
inside.
didn't get many frees. I was a bit stiff.
Yeah, I actually did it right.
you?
The Sunbury pool provided a lot of freebies.
Daniel has said, like third man, I've only ever had Sunny Boys.
Okay.
And Simon, not impressed, has said, hey boys, you're tackling all the big issues.
Of course we are.
He was right.
Oh, well, Simon will give us something else, you bloody clown.
And then we put a poll up.
There we
So
go.
forget what I think, what you think, what and it was. We asked the family what they think.
Right.
So the question was, snap poll time, what is the best when we were kids, Sunny Boys, Glug or Raz?
So just for Simon's benefit, did people entertain the poll idea? Lots of people did.
Yeah.
Thank
There
you,
you go,
Simon. Yeah, stick that in your pipe.
Knucklehead.
In third place.
That's what we said. We take feedback well.
In third, we haven't even gotten to the whack yet.
In third place.
Third place, Raz, 15.1%.
Oh, beautiful.
Second place,
Sunny Boy.
Glug,
Oh.
Really?
16%.
Oh,
my God.
Really?
First place,
69.
68.9 Sunny Boys.
Wow.
Wow.
Wee. Well done, Sunny Boy.
A lot of boring people out there. It's
pretty
good.
Just going with the orange.
Orange is pretty popular, though. I thought Coke would be more popular, though, or
Yeah, me
Cola.
too.
Would be. Yeah, anyway.
All right, some more feedback here. This is from you talking about 2 weeks ago, Wax, about being ripped off in cafes.
Oh, yeah.
Aussie Surfer has said, for $16, I sometimes stop at the BP Buller Dealer, get bacon, eggs and toast and tomato with a vanilla malted milkshake.
How much?
$16.
$16.
That is unbelievable.
Come on, that's sensational. With a
That's a
milkshake
bargain.
as
That's a
well.
bargain.
Milkshakes
Milkshakes are
cost
about-
$6 these days.
No, they're more than that. They're close to 10. And if you get a smoothie, they're up to $15 now.
They are not.
Telling you. Smoothies are up to $15.
$16 for that at the BP Buller Dealer, pretty good. I
The
reckon.
BP
Buller Dealer.
Bullet dealer.
What's a buller dealer?
And a Buller Dealer is a town. It's in I think it's just north of New. I think it's just north of New South Wales, north of Newcastle, on the Pacific Highway. I could be wrong, but I think so.
Okay.
Well done,
Can I have
buller
a
dealer.
guess where a buller dealer came from?
Where?
It's a business idea from a bloke who used to sell cows.
Of course it is.
He's a
It'll be
bullet-
off a
he's a
cattle.
bullet
It'll be
dealer.
off a cattle station.
Yes.
Buller Dealer is in the Hunter Valley mid-north coast region of New South Wales.
Yes.
Yeah, just north of Newcastle.
Name came from?
Population of 1,424.
Not bad.
Okay, that's good.
Not bad.
The name, where the name come from? All right. Oh, history. That'd be in the history.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
on Wikipedia, by the way.
Yeah, good.
It was first named by the Aboriginal people of the area. They named the mountain near it
Yeah.
Buller Dilla, meaning Great Rock.
There you go.
Yeah, well,
And so
that was
Bullet
worth
is-
the exercise.
There you go.
See?
How good's that?
Fantastic. Very good.
Now where were we? Here we go. Now this is from the Mole. Now the Mole, I actually follow the Mole on Twitter. The Mole, if you want to know about rugby league, the Mole is all over.
Oh, I know
rugby
this
league
Mole.
stuff.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah,
It's a great Twitter account.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Mole has said, and the Mole speaks about themselves in the third person. Moley was paying $20 for 2 cups of the brown muck Americans call coffee recently in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Now that is a rip-off.
Yeah, that's a
$10
disgrace.
US.
I do like Molly the way he talks about himself.
In the third person.
I like the third person talk.
Oh, in satire, it's nothing.
it's
There's
very
nothing better than Molly talk. Molly saw this. Molly saw that.
It's
It's
great.
very good.
It's it's actually a really good account too.
Yeah.
This one from Morty Wog. Morty Wog has said, "Hey boys, I went to a restaurant in Brayside, a factory area, large wood-fired pizza, 38 effing bucks.
Go and get stuffed.
I needed
That's a disgrace.
I needed a bank loan to pay for it.
How big? That must be a big family one.
It's a big piece.
Must be a big
$38.
Square.
price.
That's one
You
of those square
can't pay
ones.
$38 for a pizza. The dough. It doesn't matter what you put on it, unless you're putting unless you're putting oysters or massive king prawns on it. It can't cost you any more than $6 or $7.
They saw him coming.
Yeah.
They saw him coming.
And when you're in an industrial area too, rents are cheaper.
Oh, no, they're ripping the piss, no question.
Oh, that's
38
horrible.
bucks. Trout from Woodender said brekkie shouldn't cost more than $15.
I reckon that's right.
Accurate. Good
I reckon
work, Trout.
Well done, Trout. $15 is spot on.
And in the same conversation, you guys were talking about roses, when people walk around with selling roses in the same convo.
Yeah.
And Brian has said, forget the under 25s buying the rose in the first date. A meal that expensive, Ox, is surely the winner.
Yeah. So, Marco, I know you haven't been out on a date for a long time
Not for a
because
long
you've been
while.
holding hands with Trish for a long, long time.
Come up to 20
Trish has been out on a few, but you haven't. Just, if you were to go out again, just say Trish decided to get up and leave.
Yeah. Right.
Hypothetically.
Surprise.
And you had to swing hands again.
Yeah.
And you're taking a young girl out for dinner, and it's a good restaurant. Let's say you're going to
25-year-old?
Yeah, 25-year-old. And you're going to say,
Come on.
and let's just say you're going to Donovan's
Right. Beautiful, John.
or Steakhouse or
So Donovan's, for people who aren't in Melbourne, is a really beautiful restaurant right on the bay.
It's funny you say that because that's where I got engaged to Trish.
just say you went there. Do you ask her
Yes.
to pay half or do you pay?
No way. I'm paying everything. I'm tipping big. I'm doing everything to let
Really?
her eyes.
To try and get across the
I'm
line.
a big shot.
Just ask him.
Mate, I'd bring out cash to pay.
Did you
It'd be
get-
the biggest wad ever.
Did you get engaged there at Donovan's?
Yep. And
He passed away just recently,
yeah,
actually.
that's right.
He did, Mr.
I was
Donovan.
blind drunk.
Were you?
Yeah, blind.
Did she see it coming?
Well, no, but she was disappointed because she
Did you have a ring?
She was pregnant at the time, and I've turned up the dinner blind.
Was that with her first one?
I didn't have a ring in the pocket. It was just a complete shambles. But that's where I said,
So you'd put a heap of thought into it?
it's time. It's time. Maybe we should get engaged if you're this far gone. Down there.
I'll make a good woman out of you.
Oxy was blind drunk, so he was too busy.
Shandies.
Oh, good.
By the way, just wrapping up, I think this probably will wrap it. This is the gift that keeps on giving. This is Cocoa Pops v Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Paul Edwards has said, Ox, Cocoa Pops over Fruit Loops every day of the week, big fella.
Yeah, I think the Fruit Loops has taken the back seat. I think I lived on sugar for far too long, and the chocolate milkshake he's come home with a flurry.
Now, the last bit of feedback, and I don't want to end the show on a bad note.
Yeah, okay.
That's all right. We've got a joke.
One of
at the
you
end.
has been given a whack.
Good.
Okay, I'll take it. Give it to me. Give it to
You
me.
deserve it.
Give it to me.
This is from Darren the banker. Boys,
Yeah.
I'm a cyclist.
Right. Oh.
Here we go. I'm looking straight at Mark Allen.
boy.
Mate, I hope he's not
Straight
riding
at
on the
Mark
line.
Allen.
Strap yourself in.
Right in the middle of the bloody lane.
Yes, there is some very poor
Banker.
behaviour from cyclists, but why do people constantly generalise that all cyclists are the same? Why? Because you're uneducated on cycling.
Hang on, who are you pointing at there?
I'm pointing at Marko.
Thank you. Because I know the cyclists. They're good people.
Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's a very long email.
So it
message.
should be. There's a lot of
But
issues.
he goes on. In all seriousness, I ride in a group 4 or 5 times a week. Yeah. We shun riders. Shun's a good word. Yeah. That's a good word. Yeah. We shun riders that turn up and aren't wearing bright clothing and who don't have bright lights. It's safer to ride in a group because of the flog behaviour of some motorists who use a vehicle as a weapon and think a licence is a right, not a privilege. Yeah. And by the way, wearing lycra at coffee is no different to the women who wear activewear everywhere.
Hang on. I call bull dust there. Yeah, that's rubbish because...
Yeah, their shoes go click, click, click when they walk.
When you can see the junk downstairs.
Yeah, I don't want to see...
I don't want to see your junk, mate.
I don't want to see sausages and
that's plums fair. And no.
He wraps up by saying, I don't want you boys to get sucked into the flogs who like to say cyclists should pay rego. You're better than that. I love the show.
Yeah, I go, no, hey, I'm a big fan of cyclists. I think you're just in the lane. Stay in the lane. Unless you're in a peloton like he suggests. When you're in a peloton, I think it is a very safe way to ride.
Look at you backpedaling. I'm a big fan of cyclists. 2 weeks ago, you wanted to mow every one of them down and back over them.
You called them I think he called them selfish morons.
Selfish morons who have nothing better to do.
The ones who ride on the line by themselves. I don't like them. All the others, I think they're doing a great thing, getting some exercise.
Do you know why he's backpedaling here? Because Darren the Banker's the bloke who threatened to get legal action for stealing the joke.
He's a lawyer. He's not a banker. He's a lawyer. He's a legal banker.
That's the feedback. I think it is time for a joke.
Right,
time for a joke.
Let's spin the wheel.
You're not going to believe it.
What?
It's a wedding joke. Oh, it's a wedding joke.
Are you kidding me?
All right, you're right, Mark. Find one.
Hang on.
Come up with one of your best wedding jokes.
All right, I've got a couple.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love you. I didn't know that about Trish. That you guys think
proposing when you're drunk is not
drunk. Oh no! I think we've gone far enough now. It's time to get married. She's 6 months pregnant.
Can you just stop it? Did you hear about the florist who recently got married?
No.
Yeah, it was an arranged marriage. No good?
No, it's okay.
Give us one more to
5 out of 10
to help you out.
Did you hear about the notebook that married the pencil?
No.
It finally found Mr. Right. Yes.
That's better. Marginally.
Hey, one more time. The stupid things you did when you were younger.
Yes.
Just get in touch with our socials. I cannot wait to hear about it.
Thanks for listening to Ox and Marko and being part of the Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers family. We always love you getting involved, so follow us on social media, let us know any comments or thoughts you have, and leave a voicemail anytime on the website, coupleofblokes.coupleofbeers.com. Thanks to the team at E&S Trading, they are fantastic, and their new clearance centre in Melbourne on Dandenong Road, Clayton, right opposite IKEA, is absolutely next level. Definitely worth checking out. Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers, executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media, and sound design by Darryl Misson at loudzebra.com.